Hello. Have you experienced fight in a relationship? Have you even heard people say it's normal to fight in a relationship? Today we are looking at why do people have fight in relationship? And do you ever wonder why? Is it normal not to fight in a relationship? Do I really have to fight in a relationship? Welcome, my name is Rechael Mbugwa. I'm in Heart Clinic. If you'd like to contact me for support, please reach me through my contact below. Thank you. Do you ever wonder why most of the people will conflict before they get to a rhythm or get a rhythm in their relationship? Let me help you understand. Let's take for an example two young boys with different mothers. One boy is given an orange and goes to play together with the other boy who does not have any fruit. And unfortunately, the boy with an orange is not willing to share the orange. But why? He's just not willing to share the orange. The second boy's mother calls him and he gives them a banana and goes back to join the other boy with an orange. All of a sudden, the boy with an orange is excited. Man, where have you gotten the banana from? And he's so willing to share the orange. And mark you, he was not interested with sharing the orange before. What do you think has changed? Of course, I know the boy wants the banana, and that's why they are sharing the orange. All of a sudden, the other boy feel compelled because you've given me your orange. Let me also give you my banana, and it becomes like you're my friend because you shared. You're my friend. But ideally, let's look at that case scenario differently. Why was it so hard for this young boy to give the orange when the other boy didn't have anything? Because maybe he felt, I have nothing to gain from this relationship. I have nothing to gain. After all, I'll only be losing my orange. But when he realized the other boy has gotten a banana, there was something to gain, a banana. Let's imagine the other boy with the banana just picked the orange and ate it and never thought of giving the banana. What do you think the other boy would start thinking? You're so mean. You can't even share. I gave you my orange. Why can't you even cut me a piece of your banana? Maybe you're wondering, why did I come up with this scenario? It is because most of our relationships are like that to young men. Those young boys who are trying to reach out to get the other person, but they only do so just when they see something they're interested in. I know you're wondering, Rachel, that is so mean of you. But let's look at it. Most people in the relationship will do what they love on their loved one. Let's say this is a young man and a young lady. The young man will do whatever they love to this beautiful young lady just because they want something on the other end. Or you find the lady will always do something to this young man just because they want it reciprocated. Just as I said with the young man, with the two young boys, some did not see the need of sharing. I don't mean there are no people who will give you without any condition. They are. But for today, we're only looking for the source of conflict in a relationship. And the conflict will not come when you give freely without expecting. We call that unconditional love. That does not cause conflict. Conflict comes here when you're a young lady and you wish someone told you, you're lovely, you look nice, we love you. And this man does not say any of these words. So what does the young lady do? Takes their phone, and what do? They text. They even Google the ideal words to use. Hi, honey. Hi, sweetie. You know I love you. You look nice. I admire. And they will put each and every word well thought through, well articulated, just to express how they feel to the young man. And what happened to the young man? Nowadays, their emoji. The reply is thumbs up. Cheers. Thanks a lot. And the lady is offended. What kind of a man are you? You're not even romantic. I took time to write you an SMS, a 3-paged SMS. And all you can say is, cheers, man. Thank you. Or even a love emoji. Why do you think the young lady is offended, yet she wrote all those words in an SMS? What does she expect? That the young man will sit down and also now start thinking of how lovely this lady is and reply. Let me explain to you from a counseling psychology perspective. The reason why the young lady is so offended that I took time to articulate my word, to express my love, and yet you only gave me a thumbs up, is because when this lady was giving, subconsciously, she was expecting the guy will sit down also, think of how she would love to admire her woman, and also send the same message. So like the two boys who decided to give the orange after they saw the banana, this lady is giving so that he can be able to also be told. It comes from a point of an emptiness within, and it's subconscious. At times you don't even realize that you really want to be told those words, and it's coming from that emptiness that I wish someone would just appreciate me. But because we say love codes, at times you don't have to teach someone how to love you. You don't have to tell them how. Do I really have to teach you? Like I come and tell you, babe, I love to be told I'm beautiful. Mm-mm. It is a silent law. You don't teach the other person how to love. So what do? You throw ideas, suggestion. So if you like to be taken for a road trip, or you love to go to do swimming, or you love to go do hiking, what did you do? Babe, what if I took you for hiking and maybe this gentleman have no interest in hiking? And what does they do? They keep trying every day to push and see whether you'll get interested in what they do. But at the end of the day, it is you who is trying to fill your emptiness. The disappointment comes in and it's so bad, and the disappointment is what causes fight. Let me repeat this. What causes fight in this relationship? It's not the issue of writing articulated messages or even sending a thumbs up. No. What causes fight is the frustration that comes with, I'm not getting what I expect you to do. You're not loving me the way I would expect you to love me. I don't understand why you're not getting what I'm trying to say. But actually, you're not saying it in plain words. You're trying to throw in suggestion, words, action. Hey, and you're wondering, when this guy cannot understand, hey, I don't love this. What causes fight is because you're giving from a selfish point of view. Sorry to say so. But you're giving so that the other person can be able to also give you. Unfortunately, whatever you're giving may not be the ideal thing that your partner desires. So maybe you're here giving quality time, spending time with them, and for them, they're wondering, why do you take all your time here? We would have just gone out and we've just have gone out and enjoyed ourselves, either in an outing or a dinner, and you're here wondering, why did this guy doesn't want to spend time with me? And most of the time you start looking, who is this person they spend more time with? But mark you, it's because for you, what you want or what you interpret as love is that time you spent together with this gentleman and you will talk. And most of them, they feel like they are cocooned and you're forcing them to talk. Now, we are here. What do you want us to talk about? And every time as a lady or that person who is in need of that quality time, you feel like you're fetching information from this person who does not want to. It is because you're giving with the expectation that they will also give you what exactly you want. Here I'm not talking about love language. Here I'm talking about the motive. Why people conflict in relationship. It is the motive. I would love you to look at yourself and ask, am I giving this orange because I am willing? And even if I don't get a banana, will I still be happy that I've shared my orange? Most of the people will get annoyed and wondering, man, I gave you my orange. You barely do anything. Can't you just even share what you have? And that is what causes conflict. It is very hard to sustain a relationship based on exactly I only give you when I want something. And the fact that whatever I want, I'm not talking about it point blank. It even becomes more complicated or more intense that the other person does not understand. What do men want? What do women want? And every time they meet, there is a conflict that they're having. The other thing that causes conflict is insecurity. You're wondering, why would one be insecure? But you've had most of the relationships say, oh, I checked your phone and I saw you called so and so. What were you talking about? That zeal to look at the other partner's phone and to check who they have called is coming from a point of insecurity. I don't mean you don't trust people, but it's important to check. Why should I be insecure the other person is calling another part other than you? One is because when you feel you're inadequate and when you feel you're not enough, always you'll be looking at, even if I was chosen, I'm the only one who's been chosen, how comes he still calls the other person? So insecurity comes from a point of the previous relationship or previous experience in your childhood that you lacked trust, that you were betrayed in one way or the other. And at times our mind subconsciously only interpret that people will always betray you. People will always have some side tricks that they are doing on you. And because of this, you're always cautious. Let me be careful lest I'm being tricked here. Let me be careful lest things turn the other way. And that's why you find insecurities in relationship cause a lot of conflict. So that's another thing that causes conflict in the relationship, insecurity. I will also look at another thing that causes conflict in relationship, assumption. Have you ever tried to call someone and when you are calling them, they don't pick up? And you're wondering, why didn't he pick up? And because you're worried or you're anxious, instead of assuming positive thing, you assume negative thing. And what do I mean by this? You keep assuming maybe he went to see another girlfriend, or maybe she's in another man. But why couldn't you say, yeah, maybe the phone was on silent mode and maybe he didn't hear? Or could be this person is stranded somewhere and their phone charge went off. Allowing your mind to think positively about the other partner helps you to avoid conflict. Imagine you're here worried, troubled, calling 16 times. 16 times. And when this person comes to explain, by the way, when you called, I had forgotten my phone at home. They're like, no, you're a liar. Oh, you causes fight. So the other third thing that causes conflict is in the ability not to trust the other person. You're feeling like everything they're telling you is suspicious. Don't be nosy. You're looking for problems. Then you'll always have fight. Every time you look for a problem, for sure you will find it. I'm not saying that you will not get relationships that do not have fight, but they are. When you get in with understanding that I'm not pouring out my insecurity in this relationship, what is it do? You deal with your insecurity, whether it was childhood or whether it was betrayal in high school or in primary or in college or in growing up or in previous relationship. Those insecurity and trust issue, once they are dealt with, they are not brought into the current relationship, you'll get it right. 2, just understanding I'm not trying to make the other partner feel my emptiness. Is it possible that I need to be affirmed, to be told you're pretty, to be... Yes, but how can I do it without necessarily putting blame on the other person? You don't even know how to love. Men are not even romantic. You women expect to be given everything. You're trying to fill your emptiness with the other person, but you're not coming out clear to tell the other person, I am in deficiency of affirmation. Could you please tell me this so that I can be able to fill my... And how then can you be able to work out that these causes of fight in relationship can be reduced? Catch up with me as I tell you how to deal with conflict in relationship. My name is Rechael Mbugwa. Till next time. Bye-bye.